Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. This is Morning, Noon, and Night's first drink and draw, I guess you could call it. At least one of us is drinking something. I'm sure maybe you two girls are possibly as well. I don't know.
Water.
Water?
6:30 a.m.
Yeah, so coffee,
I'm
tea?
gonna start my first glass of whiskey.
Yeah, excellent. That's the anti-fogmatic that you need. Um, My name's Michael. I'm joined today, of course, by Carolyn and Sydney, the other two members of Morning, Noon, and Night. Say hello, girls.
Hello there.
Hello.
And today, our topic that none of us have been practicing whatsoever, especially me, because I've never drawn them before, is mushrooms, or mushrooms, singular. I don't know. Is it one or more? You can do more if you want.
It's you picked it.
Yeah, I picked it.
You did.
I don't
Yeah.
even know why. I picked it. It just came to my head. I just thought mushrooms.
Just happened.
So we're gonna do that for the next hour. This is just a little fun thing we thought we'd try, because why not? And every now and then we all need to take breaks from just talking about to each other and talking about other things in the drawing and art world. So I am recording the Google Hangout that we're having at the moment, so you'll be able to see everyone's screens. I'll show you what they all look like. So this is Carolyn's that you can see at the moment. Sydney, if you'd like to say something, that's Sydney. And this is my one, which I'll actually have to switch to manually, I've just realized, but that's fine. I'm okay with it. So you'll see mine the least is what that means.
Oh, really? It's
Yeah.
not gonna...
No, it doesn't switch to it. It doesn't switch to my screen, so that's fine. So I'm totally stoked about that, because it's just gonna show Carolyn's instead of mine.
Perfect.
All
Or
right.
Sydney's. So we're all happy with that, aren't we? Happy as a
You should
lark.
switch to yours,
I'll do it every
so the good
few
people can
minutes.
see.
Yeah, I'll do it every few minutes.
The
You can
good people
actually,
if they want.
you can see it in the bottom right in very small. If for all you watching, you can watch it in the little bottom right and see it evolve over time. And one of you guys can just remind me to click it up every now and then.
All right, fair enough.
Cool. Shall we get going? I see that Carolyn's got a head start, which is a bit unfair.
Yes.
Cheating as always.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I have never drawn a mushroom before, so get ready, Roddy. This is going to be my first mushroom that you've ever seen.
Which I find
Michael's first mushroom.
I find that really difficult to believe, considering like you've never drawn like a Mario Nintendo
No.
mushroom before
Well,
in your life.
I wasn't a
Like, how is
Nintendo
that
kid.
possible?
Like, I didn't grow up playing Nintendo,
Oh.
so I was more of a Sonic the Hedgehog kind of guy. I really tried to draw Sonic
Oh
when I was a kid.
no,
So,
we can't be friends anymore.
no, I quite like Mario and stuff
I was
now, but
such a Nintendo kid.
just the problem with New Zealand was that Nintendo wasn't a big deal over there for some reason. They thought that Sega was a
Oh.
bigger deal. Yeah, so everyone just had Sega games and Sega and stuff. So there you go. That's the first
I
one.
never had. I don't think I had any Sega anything.
That's what it looks like. Well, you're missing out. Actually, you weren't. I wish I had a Nintendo. It would have been better for me.
I had Nintendo Power for like 4 years.
Oh, sick.
That was a sweet, sweet subscription. I'm kind of sad I got rid of them when we moved.
Oh, did you throw them out?
I don't know what happened to them, if they were donated or foolishly thrown away.
Oh, well. You got to grow up sometime, right?
Oh, that makes me so sad.
The reason I'm so silent right now is because I was the weirdo that grew up sans video games. So
Oh, yeah.
Not
We've
it
had talked
contributes
about
to
this in the past.
conversation. Yeah. Yeah, so every time now I'm in a situation where I actually do have to play video games in a public situation, it's always the most humiliating experience of my life.
It's never too late.
Oh, it is. Definitely. Yeah, because what it is I think that when you grow up with video games or anything like that. It's like you have all this history, you have all these years of developing like muscle memory and all that stuff. And I feel like when you're, you know, like pushing 30, it's like it's too late for that stuff. It's the way it like becomes difficult to learn languages when you get older. I think it's a similar sort of thing.
Ah, that's a quitter's attitude.
Listen, that's the truth.
Good excuse. Good excuse. Good excuse.
Yeah.
If you're saying you can't learn anything new when you're 30, I'm absolutely boned.
That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying this is a video game specific.
Oh, it's only video games?
Oh my gosh.
Scientifically tested?
Well,
I'm looking at mushroom pictures, like just straight up Googling them, and they're so gross.
But they taste so
some
good.
of them are pretty.
Trying to pick a reference. Some are nasty.
I've just got 1,000 up at once and I'm drawing as many as possible. That way, at least if I don't have quality, I will have quantity.
I feel like I should pick morel mushrooms for sentimental value.
Do you guys like mushrooms to eat?
I do like mushrooms to eat.
Yeah,
It depends. Pretty picky about a mushroom.
they're pretty delicious.
It depends.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of portobello burgers and
Oh,
like
yeah.
like veggie burgers, but with a big old portobello mushroom. That's my thing.
Oh, yeah, I think I've had them before. I think I've had a
Yeah, it's good.
portobello burger before. I had the meanest burger tonight, you wouldn't believe.
The what burger?
The meanest, the best, a great burger. I had a very good burger.
The angriest burger ever.
Can you explain your slang to us, please?
I think that's a New Zealand vernacular thing to say something is the meanest, as in it is the best.
Oh, so here's something for you.
I kind of
speaking
understood
of-
you. I just literally didn't hear what the word was.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Speaking of your New Zealand vernacular, by the way,
Yeah.
I find it interesting when you say how are you going.
Mhm.
No one says that here. Like it's sort of the first time you asked me that, I took a second. And it's like, oh, what's the correct response to that? How you going? And then it's just, oh, good. Do you say good? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
By train. This is how I.
It's like I don't know. Maybe there's like an expected response that I'm just not aware of.
Yeah, I don't know. Just don't start a fight. That's usually okay.
All right. Well, so far so good.
Yeah, so far. I don't know. When we meet in person, maybe I've got all this. I'll have all this fight left in me, ready to.
The first thing we do is throw some
Built up.
punches.
Yeah.
But then we'll realize that we're equal adversaries and become good friends.
You throwing some eyes on that mushroom there?
Oh my gosh, I need to pick a stupid mushroom.
Yeah, I reckon. Just draw a whole bunch, Sydney. Come on, come in.
Fine. Such a weird topic. Like stymied by it.
Yeah, so I am doing little Fred Astaire frog guy under a mushroom on a rainy day.
Oh, good call.
Oh,
What?
wow.
What gave you that idea? Was it the frog, the
like
pose?
this one. Yes.
Well, you know what it was? So when we were discussing mushrooms last night, and you were talking about how that mushroom, that gigantic mushroom from my yard, looked like a little parasol for my dog, and I was thinking, yeah, mushrooms would be good umbrellas.
Oh
Hey,
yes,
dog.
Just thinking of a little froggy spinning around,
that was a giant mushroom.
loving life. I know, it was crazy because I feel like it just appeared overnight too. It's just mega big. It's like a foot tall. I've never seen a mushroom that big before.
Yeah, they grow fast, man. We've got these
It
disgusting ones outside our
Creeps
house.
me out. Yeah.
They are creepy. Something about them is very otherworldly.
Oh man, how about this? So I'm actually going to use the
Ugh.
pen tool.
Oh.
Michael suggests.
Pen tool, the best.
Yeah, which I never ever do. And you can tell I never do it because I don't even know where to find it. There it is.
You press P for pen.
Oh, just P. That's right. Yeah.
Just P. I mean,
If I had
don't,
listened
but just the
more closely to your tutorial. Just kidding, I
hotkeys.
did. I was
You gotta
listening.
use them.
Yeah. It's true. And the method that you were doing is something that I really wouldn't have done myself. Like I usually would just sort of adjust the handles as I go. But
Yeah.
yeah, this seems like a much better way to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was sort of like, I don't know if it's less efficient to do it that way or more efficient to do it that way, but it's the way that
I would
works for
say
me.
more.
So,
Oh crap! It's been so long. How do I access the handle?
hold down. Oh, what have I done? Oh, hold down Alt, I think.
Alt.
Oh, how do I get rid of the rulers? I've just accidentally. I don't want rulers. Control R. There we go.
Alt seems to duplicate it.
For handles, so you switch to the hit A to switch to the cursor, the A cursor. I don't know, the white cursor.
Okay.
Then you hit Control to hold down Control and click on the node that you want to adjust.
Uh-huh.
And then you hold down Alt. And why is that not coming up? Worst tutorial ever. Hold on, I can't do it because I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is that not working? Oh, sorry. You have to be on the pen tool. Yeah, beg your pardon.
Oh.
Yeah,
Right.
so pen tool and then hold down Alt over it and then you'll be able to do it.
Okay. Aha. There it is.
Sorry, it's been a while.
Quite
It's been
alright.
literally a week since I did that tutorial and I've forgotten.
Yeah, I mean it's difficult to just explain something when you're not looking at it in front of you, you know?
Yeah, you just kind of intuit a lot of stuff after a while, I think.
Right.
Basil.
Yeah, I mean that's
Basil
why
is
when you
Sydney's
asked
cat,
me,
by the way, if anyone's wondering.
Yes, if you hear me.
yeah, that's a good thing to clarify.
Sorry. He's a stinker, so if you hear me quietly, like, frustratedly saying Basil, it's because
Yeah, it's like you're a crazy person just yelling out like spices.
herbs.
Why don't I have any basil?
Yeah.
Rosemary.
Yeah, folks,
Sage.
just ignore Sydney. She does this.
She's insane.
Early.
Just
Obsessed with spices.
It's early, and so I don't have any excuse.
Oh boy.
It's to chew on my headphones a little bit. Okay. These mushrooms that I picked make me think of Fern Belly.
Yeah, I haven't watched. Oh, what happened?
Huh?
oh,
I just
did you
lost my
hit?
line.
Just undo and it'll go back.
Oh, okay.
Yawn.
Aren't you glad
No
I'm
need to
here?
Panic. Yes. I would have never thought to undo
Yeah,
had you not been here.
this is why your paintings take so long, Caroline. It's because I'm not around to tell you how to undo.
Oh, it's true.
Photoshop's a little bit
All
buggy
right.
when you screen record, just in case anyone's wondering. why.
Clearly, I need to watch that tutorial again because I have my line, but
Mhm.
now I want to make a mask with it.
Yep. So you hit Enter.
Okay.
No, sorry, you hit Escape once you've got it into position. I'm just gonna. Sorry, one sec. Yep.
Okay.
And then yeah, it's still there. So then you go to your normal cursor, which is V.
Right.
Right click on it.
Hold on. Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
normal cursor? No, sorry, it's the A cursor. I'm so glad I was better at this when I did the actual tutorial.
Create vector mask.
Super quality.
No, make selection.
Make selection. I'm gonna feather it by one.
Feathering? None of that.
Listen, I'm looking for a soft edge. There.
Yeah.
All
Don't
right.
judge me.
I don't know why, but that just felt like, what are you gonna do about it?
I'll smash you.
You schmuck?
Ooh,
Hey,
Oh.
that's
what are you gonna do about it,
Exactly.
Shane?
I'm
great.
sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody out there.
I'm pretty offended, Sydney.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, what's happening here?
And I'm going to.
It's
I'm going to
quality process. Quality process.
I'm going to not feather my layer. How about that? What do you think of them apples? Boom.
Well, we'll have to compare.
I'm not using any dang pen tool.
Yeah, Sydney's real loosey goosey. She just does whatever the hell she wants.
I just am a rebel at almost 6 in the morning.
Have you guys ever had
Sydney has
poutine
her-
before, by the way? I just throw that out there.
Of what?
Hey?
Have you ever had poutine?
No, it's a Canadian thing.
Yeah.
No,
it's,
what's that?
it's a Canadian thing. It's like chips with gravy and bacon.
Yeah, it looks
Well, that
like
I certainly
a heart attack.
Oh yeah. Also, you wouldn't have had bacon before, so well, or you wouldn't have had bacon.
correct.
Never in our life.
There might be a vegetarian version.
You know, that's actually true, Sydney. I've never had like actual bacon before.
Oh, really? I didn't know if you'd always been vegetarian or if it was a later in decision.
No, for the past like 10 years or so, but for some reason,
Wow.
I just wasn't into bacon. It was before bacon was like all the rage, like that everyone lost their mind whenever there was a plate of bacon in the room. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it
Well-
was a thing before.
I will say that I think that this recent bacon flavor, I might be offending some people out there, so you know what? Sorry. But bacon
Deal with
flavored
it.
stuff
You
is
actually are sorry, Sydney.
what? Bacon flavored stuff is gross.
What's gross?
Bacon flavored stuff. Like
Oh.
bacon flavored gum and bacon flavored I don't know what else. Everything is
I
bacon
loved how
now and it's all
incredulous you were
it's all
when you said
nasty.
gum. You're like, gum? Oh, it's
Gum.
the
I'm like,
worst.
gum.
Well, it's not so much gum. It's the idea of bacon flavored gum. Like I think that that tone. I think she struck the right tone there. It's disgusting. Like it's the weirdest.
I think
concept.
gum is disgusting and you misunderstood.
My favorite
you know, I'm
bacon
not a big
favorite
gum
thing is just bacon.
I like just regular
Fair.
bacon.
Fair enough.
What's not to like?
You know what's really annoying when you do what I just did? You know, you're like trying to like do like a shift and like drag out the line for the gradient tool, and then you go up too far and your screen starts bopping around all over the place. It's just me. Don't worry about it. I'm just literally an idiot.
Let's see.
Michael,
Michael, you'll be happy
Clue
to
what's
know
happening.
I'm in the process of naming my layers, and I'm about to group them into a folder.
Hey, I've got a really good idea, guys. Let's all
No.
save what we're doing.
Disgusting blob of nothingness.
Yeah, well, I hadn't saved yet, and saving's the best, and you should always do it. Am I right, guys?
Can't argue there.
Yeah.
Save in my mushroom folder.
Mushroom. Sheesh.
Mush.psd.
Oh no, pen tool.
Who's pouring what? Need
Water
some-
into my mouth.
Excellent. Hydration is key for intensive painting sessions.
Yeah,
Actually, I should have made some tea.
you really
Something
should
that I'm
have.
missing right now.
I got coffee ready to go. Just gotta get up and get it.
What do I want to do here?
feel like I want to add some sort of creature to my mushrooms. What should I add?
Do it.
What hangs out in mushrooms?
Bugs of some kind.
Yucky.
I'm making an active effort to like bugs. I really am.
Mm,
You
I
should
don't
watch
see
one of
any
those David
purpose.
Attenborough ones about bugs.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, you
It's
shouldn't, because
actually-
they're
yeah,
like,
there-
bugs are
there
the
was
worst.
No, because there is one that I'm thinking of that I watched a few months ago, I guess, where he was like on a quest for like the evolutionarily speaking oldest creatures in the world, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like deep in the jungle somewhere and found like this tiny little, like, it was like a worm with cute little legs.
Ugh.
But I swear to God, it was cute. And he
No.
like, and this here enchanting little creature, and it was an enchanting little creature. It's really cute. I'll have to find it. You'll come around, and when I show you, you'll agree with me.
I'm kind
No.
of interested.
No.
Yeah, it was cute.
No.
Sydney, you will not be able to deny it when I show you.
Oh man, bugs have been lifelong terror. Can't do it.
Come to Australia, there aren't
Yeah.
any.
No.
I mean, I have a pretty significant spider thing, but
Definitely aren't any of those.
Whoa.
here.
really
Whoa.
trying.
Sorry. There's my alarm. There's the alarm. That
Oh no.
never happened. God.
Make
Yay,
select-
yay. Ding dang phone. Sheesh. I don't know. I don't know where this is going, guys.
Me neither, but you can only fail.
You can only fail.
There's nowhere to go but failure.
No, not.
It's like my motto.
That's wait, hold on. My point was, you can only fail. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I think you need to elaborate, clarify that.
Your
point.
delivery was a little
Yeah.
Yeah,
confusing.
not. You can
Like,
literally.
yeah,
the
what's
only
the
thing
point?
you can ever achieve is failure.
Doesn't matter how hard you try.
Yeah, it was kind of a jerky
Yeah.
thing to say.
I am kind of a jerk, so you know what are you gonna do?
Yeah, we're used to it by now.
Yeah.
True.
Ain't no thing.
So this reference photo, this stem has like a really cool like translucency to it. I gotta figure out how to do that. I don't know. I just realized I get sort of Bob Rossi when I'm working, and I just like kind of fade it into a whisper, and like
It's
that's
happy
something that I should be
stuff.
aware of, I guess.
Who's Bob Rossi?
No.
Oh, Bob Ross.
Who's Bob Ross?
You're
The happy
kidding
painter.
me.
The what?
Oh my god.
Happy trees, Michael.
Is this
What the
oh
ever-loving
my
crap
God.
are you talking about?
Was
Let's
he
paint some happy
was he
trees.
seriously not in Australia or
I mean, he was like a PBS.
Oh my god, or New Zealand? Yeah, he was wow. I don't know. Sorry.
way.
So he's like an American institution. I have to tell you this. That
What?
so he was this painter on
He had the
PBS,
best
like
big
public
ol'
network
fro.
channels. Yeah, he had an afro and a goatee, and he was just super gentle. And he was always he was like in this black room, like there's
He
nothing
sounds
else
so creepy,
around.
but-
Yeah, it sounds like a
no,
murderer.
seriously. It was just him, the camera, an easel, like an oval-shaped
No,
canvas.
it does sound like. Oh my gosh, it sounds really
Yeah,
weird.
and he just like whispered to the camera while he painted like these.
But he was an amazing painter.
landscape.
Like you don't understand. He made like elaborate, beautiful paintings out of nothing. He'll just be like, and we're gonna, get some nice mountains in there.
Yeah, you have to look it up.
Get some-
I'm gonna put it in the chat right now because. Oh, look at that little cool mushroom you guy. He has his little beanie. That's cute.
Some happy trees.
I didn't even think of it as a beanie, but that's exactly what I was going for. Sure.
Sure.
Own
It's
it.
jazzy.
Good one. My God. Don't even know who Bob Ross is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sorry we sort of flipped out there. I think it didn't even occur to me that like the world could exist without him. So
It's so strange because it's true though that he was a PBS thing, so maybe that's why.
yeah, I'm sure.
It probably would be the
But
reason.
he's such like, even if you never actually like watched his actual program while he was alive and it was running, it's one of those pop culture things that's like permeated, so everybody knows who he is,
Well,
even
not
if they never
everyone.
actually watched him.
Not everyone, Sydney.
Everyone who's cool.
Anyone who's anyone.
Should have made that part of the screening for who can be in the morning, noon, and night.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you didn't ask me at the time, so I'm already in.
No takebacks.
We can
Yeah.
rescind your status. Just kidding. You can't. No one has the power to do that.
No, we're all equal shareholders, 33% each way.
Mm-hmm.
Or so Carolyn tells us.
Yeah, except Carolyn holds all the keys to the kingdom.
It's true.
It'll be years later, and she'll still be like, "Don't worry, guys. One of these days."
Oh, speaking of
She
dear
rolls
listeners and
her money.
watchers, we have an Amazon affiliate link that you guys should totally use.
Oh my gosh, we should have thought of a mushroom related to something or other.
Yeah, how to draw mushrooms on Amazon
Go buy
books.
Fern Gully on
Yeah.
TV and Blu-ray. There's
Um,
mushrooms in that movie.
there could be. I've never seen it.
There is. Fern Gully?
No, I've never watched it.
It's an oldie, but I don't know if it is a goodie, actually. I think that's subject to opinion.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I don't know.
It's
It's a
subject to
pretty...
opinion.
It's got some pretty weird moments happening.
Yeah, weird isn't bad.
It's
Is
a weird, like,
Robin Williams
very
a voice in that?
environmentally conscious. Yeah, he's a crazy bat.
You know, I haven't watched it in so long that I didn't even remember Robin
He's
Williams.
he's batty. He's literally batty. Get
Yeah,
it?
it's just been so long.
Because he's crazy.
Good job.
And he sings about that very joke. That is a pretty sweet song. I remember that song being, like, pretty cool as a kid.
Hey guys, what brushes are you using? Let's talk about that.
I'm using
Seriously, I'm
our brush set.
Yeah.
So, what am I using? That Carlson brush? I think that's the one I'm using. Pretty much exclusively.
Is that in our... Oh, it is. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
I think this one is the one
I
I'm
use that
using.
so seldom. What do you... What? I cut
I'm
you off.
using my staple, the Goro Fujita brush.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
It's
not the best for
the
sketching.
Goro structure one that you use.
Oh goodness, I don't even know what it's called.
It's like the contour of it is round.
Sampled brush 19.
Oh, that's
5.
right. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Not got a very informative name.
It's a real good name. I don't know what you're talking about.
But it's what it is. Mushrooms.
Okay. I should actually be doing this the way that I normally do it, but I kind of
I'm
forgot.
actually doing a value, starting with a value thing today. I'm pretty
Oh,
proud of
that's
myself.
smart. I did not.
I'm going hard real fast because we've got a
I
limited
guess-
amount of time.
I was gonna say, I guess because of the time limit, I should have just not done that. But you know what?
You do whatever
Well,
you
I
want,
mean, if you're
Cindy.
gonna pick it up later,
Yeah.
seems definitely.
My aim was
I
to
might
finish it.
Whoops.
Yeah, I don't quite know what's gonna happen with this. It could be a complete disaster.
If we
I wanna
don't
I wanna
finish
get
it,
to the
or
color
you know,
stage.
even if we do finish it, we'll put it on the blog anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not. Whoops.
Oh yeah. That's a good
I'm
idea.
not gonna finesse this like into the bestest painting. I just wanted to. I'm trying to create good habits. I've been thinking about that lately, and
I like that inadvertent rhyme in there. That's really pleasing to me.
Did
I'm
I
not
do
gonna
a rhyme?
finesse it into the bestest. I don't know.
Oh, was that a rhyme?
Well,
Yeah.
it was close to a rhyme. Something rhymish. I liked it. Made me happy.
Don't be so rhymish.
Take it. Thank you. Proud of myself.
Oh, this isn't working. Well,
These are cool. I like these mushrooms. They're not creepy. They're not skeeving me out.
yeah, there is something a little creepy about.
Oh, I think they're super creepy.
It's like
Something real unnatural
how fast
feeling.
they grow is really unsettling to me.
Yeah. Although I do like, I have to say, and I know I've mentioned it since mushrooms became a theme. I do love morel mushrooms. We talked about earlier what mushrooms we like, and I like morel mushrooms quite a bit.
I don't know what those are.
They're the ones that look like a sponge on top, kind of.
Oh,
Ah.
never had that.
Are they good for morale?
Ha ha.
Ah.
That joke sure wasn't. Didn't.
The jokes come free, guys.
What happened to my brush? Stop. Stupid thing. Oh, how did that happen? Oh my gosh. Every once in a while, I think I need to redo my hotkeys because sometimes they goof up. But no, I just remember. Oh, sorry, Caroline. Go ahead.
No, something I just turned my sketch layer into a multiply layer, intending to drop the opacity, and I actually I kind of like the outlines. I kind of like how it's looking, and I never
need to check.
use line. But
All I see is Michael's mushroom dude.
That's all you need to see.
Ooh, I like it. It looks really good so far.
Oh, thanks.
Very picture book.
Were you talking to me? You could have been talking to me.
Yeah.
Like
You just totally
hey,
sniped it.
thanks,
Yes. Yes to everyone.
No compliments for Michael.
No. I'm still upset that you don't know who Bob Ross is.
Do you know who Neil Finn is?
I do now because of the.
Oh yeah, because I told you to listen
Yeah.
to that thing. Sydney, I'm talking to you specifically.
No.
Well, there you go. Shut up your
It's an
face.
adorable voice.
Oh, no, I don't know.
That's a good voice.
It's very
I can go pretty-
adorable.
I can go into a tiny voice.
Oh, I'm gonna keep that in mind. I might need to use that one day for something.
My tiny human being. Water.
You just smack your lips together to the deliciousness of the water that you just drank.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You know, this is like apparently this happened in a Seinfeld episode that I've never seen, but
Seinfeld.
my husband took it and ran with it, and he does it every time. I guess like Kramer took like a long swig from a tall glass of water, and then he's like, "That's all right." Like, Brett does it all the time when he drinks water.
I like it.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I've never liked Seinfeld.
What?
That's not something I've ever been able to get
man.
into. I'm so sorry.
You're out. Get out.
You know,
No.
yeah, who's the greater offender here? Michael for not knowing who Bob Ross is, or Sydney
I'm
for not liking
sorry.
Seinfeld?
Sorry.
What is it about Seinfeld? Is it that they're self-indulgent, or is it just like, yeah, what about it do you dislike, if you could try to like
It's just not my brand of humor. That's
Yeah.
really all it is. I don't
Yeah.
find like what the punchlines are supposed to be, like laughs, laughs, laughs. I'm always like, oh no. That's why. It's like I just can't. It's just not my humor. It's not my thing.
You know, actually just it wasn't yesterday, it was sometime this week. I was listening to, there's a Slate produced podcast called Lexicon Valley that's
Uh-oh.
every
I said, oh, interesting.
Yeah. So this past week they had or maybe it was like a back episode that I was catching up on, but there was an episode I listened to specifically about the use of language in Seinfeld and like how it doesn't translate well. Like a lot of other countries like do not like Seinfeld because the jokes are so sort of language specific that it just sort of loses all of its
Meaning.
luster when it's
Yeah.
translated.
I'm sure that's true. A whole ton of stuff. One of my favorite things is, like, if you just want some quick, easy laughs, there's a series on YouTube of, like, YouTubers watching Japanese commercials and their reactions. And then there's Japanese YouTubers watching the commercials and their reactions. And it's really funny because all of the American or non-Japanese YouTubers are like, what is this even for? That's so weird. Blah. And then the Japanese ones are like, oh, yeah, I've seen this before. It's like no big deal at all. And they're like, well, this is what it's supposed to, like, this is what it's saying. It's just so funny how they're like, I guess I can see why people might find this a little bit strange. Whereas, like, the other audience is like, I don't know what's happening at all. This is crazy.
Huh.
It's so funny. I watch that kind of stuff and I am like, I need to turn my brain off for a minute.
Yeah.
I should send you some New Zealand adverts. You'll be like, how? What? These are real?
Why?
Well, it's always funny to try and like guess what are these for. I don't even know what they're trying to sell me.
New Zealand adverts lean really hard into comedy, so they're always like, usually the best ones are just the funniest ones. I can't even remember what all half the stuff is for, but I always remember the ads, and like it's stuff that me and my friends will quote. 10 years later. We'll quote these ads that we remember from when we were kids because they were funny or whatever.
Yeah, commercials definitely do not stick with. Ours are not worth remembering, I would say.
There's like a couple of really infamous ones that people might remember. Oh, there was that really crazy Subway one. Do you remember? I don't even remember.
Subway one.
There's a really bizarre. I know there's like a few that people still remember, but I guess maybe I'm contradicting myself already because I can't think of them right now. Which is so weird because then there's always this huge hullabaloo over the commercials during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Use of hullabaloo. Yeah.
So I don't know. Alright, I'm just gonna go into color time.
It's so hot in my office right now. I'm not even kidding. It's like 1,000,000 degrees.
Really?
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's
Quit bragging.
I am not bragging. I am not.
Yeah, we're having like a couple of those spotty, like it's oddly back to the 80-degree weather mark right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 70 something, 77, 78. But last week we were barely up to 60. Fahrenheit, for those of you wondering.
Yes. Some people use weird units of measurement.
Yeah, we don't like to talk to those people. Just kidding.
I'm talking about you.
Kidding. Yeah. Yeah, I need to figure out if there's showing my ignorance here, if there is like a rule of thumb for like as we discussed, like because there's not like a fixed increment for Celsius to Fahrenheit, so I don't know if there's like a good way to
It's probably like something annoying like 1.2 degrees for every degree or something.
Yeah.
I used to sort of know the formula, but I don't remember anymore. I couldn't tell you.
The best way is just to get your iPhone out and
Mm.
press convert.
Back in my chemistry days.
Technology making us dumb. Well, I mean, I guess otherwise we just never would learn or care to know.
Exactly.
I would just, yeah.
Why does this not look as blue as I want it to look?
I don't know.
Neither do I.
Maybe.
That is the problem.
Do. The best part is the background because you can just scribble.
At some point, I'm gonna have to address the fact that there's a frog in here. I guess I'll do that now.
Someday. Oh my gosh. So I've been watching, and we'll segue this into a slightly broader topic, I guess. A bunch of like scary game video game playthroughs. All the scary games are coming out right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys like scary movies and stuff?
I definitely don't like scary games.
I do. I don't seek them out, but I like them when I watch them.
Like you'll go to the blockbuster horror
I'll go to
film
my
of
local
the season.
Blockbuster. Yeah.
No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I was saying.
Oh, that's what I thought you meant as well. I was like, you went to the,
Those don't even
block-
exist
the
anymore.
blockbuster. So you went back in time 10 years.
So you go back into your childhood. Man, I used to rent games from Blockbuster all the time. I was thinking about that the other day.
When I was in high
Used to
school,
get,
I
like-
rented an Xbox from Blockbuster.
I rented like Game Boy Color games from Blockbuster, which I think back to it. And I remember one time I rented Pokemon. And it was like, that's the most pointless thing in the world to rent. I don't know why I would do that, but
Because you're a dumb kid. Kids are dumb.
because I'm a dumb kid.
Yeah.
I miss
Why
those days.
is it pointless to rent?
Oh, just because Pokemon is one of those games, like, it's a really long format adventure, and if you went back and rented it, you'd have to make sure you rented the exact same cartridge and that the kid, whoever used it after you, would maybe not have deleted any of your data, and it just really, there's no way you could finish it within the time. I mean, I guess if you just sat there and did nothing else, you could get through it, but
Yeah.
it's like one of those games where it really probably wasn't going to happen for you.
I gotcha.
Hey, Carolyn, does Slate do The Gist? Is that one of their podcasts?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
heard of it.
I think I sort of started listening to that recently. It's not bad.
What is it?
It's like a sort of almost a one-man show where he just craps on about stuff for half an hour.
Fair enough.
Oh my gosh, my hotkeys are like bugging out hardcore.
Yeah, I don't listen to very many Slate podcasts. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of good ones, but I listen to Lexicon Valley, which I really like. There's another one. They have an audio book club. I try to listen to that, but I try not to listen to it unless it's actually a book that I've read. So I can't listen to it that frequently because I haven't read all of those books.
What is going on with my layer? Well, maybe try that one. I don't know if you'll like it or not. I'm not sure if I like it, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
But
You're not sure if you like it?
I'm not 100% sure if I like
A
it.
perfect endorsement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't know if
I'm
it's
not
good,
sure
but you
why
know.
the thing I'm doing is not working, and I want it to. I'm going to switch from focusing on my screen so people can't watch me get frustrated. Oh wow, Carolyn, that's coming along.
Oh, thanks.
You know what? It's probably because I've got a selection.
Oh,
It's
shoot. What did I do?
I know what it is. I figured it out. Don't worry, guys. It was because I had the wrong mask selected.
What a goober.
Yeah.
Wait, so Michael, you don't like scary You said you like
Anything.
scary films?
I don't
Okay,
like
that's
films or movie. You know what? Yeah, no, I'll just say I won't go. I won't seek out scary films. I like The Shining. Does that count?
fine.
If
Does it?
I
It's
like,
like pure scares. I feel like it's a little
Yeah,
it's like
more.
a
it's
thriller
like one of the
scary
most
movie.
classic horror movies. No, that
Well,
movie is scary.
I didn't know if it was actually classified as a horror movie.
I think so, right?
I don't feel like I ever hear anybody talk about it like as a horror movie, but
Well, they should. I don't know. I mean, it was adapted from a Stephen King novel, and that's like classic horror genre, you know?
Yeah,
yeah.
I like Stephen King books.
And I mean, there's
Does
some
that
of
count?
this.
I like Stand By Me,
Yes.
like the least horror film of anything he ever did.
Well, you should read The
Good
Dark
movie.
Tower then. That's actually no, it's got some bits and pieces that are almost horror, but I honestly couldn't tell you why I decided to draw a mushroom with sunglasses, but that's just the way it happened.
Just go with it.
Follow your heart.
Don't try to rationalize these things.
Oh my gosh, hotkeys. Piece of garbage.
Nope,
Don't
that's
know
not what I wanted to do.
What's happening with that? Well, I hate scary movies, and I won't sleep if I watch them, so I don't. Although I love something about watching like a scary video game playthrough, maybe because there's like the player having like most of the scary experience there, like either for you or with you, kind of doesn't scare me as much.
Mm.
But like scary movies, just watching a scary movie, I don't think I've ever gotten through a whole one.
Really?
I can't
mean,
remember.
It depends on the movie for me. Like, I remember I went to, like a few years ago, I went to a party at like we have a friend who is just like super, I mean, she's the sweetest it's such a paradox because she's just like the sweetest, nicest person in the world, but she's just like obsessed with all these like horrible, grisly movies, like you know, Human Centipede and stuff like that.
Oh.
And, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, thanks.
and yeah, we were at a party at their place, and it was around Halloween, and in one room she had like one of the most recent iterations of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre going on, and it was just like so sickening, like, you know, torture porn kind of stuff, and just like everyone slowly emptied out of the room. It's like, who wants to watch that? Like, nobody wants to watch that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's just horrendous. Like,
I think that's also part of it is I cannot take a certain level of gore and violence. Like I will start to
Yeah.
physically feel sick if
you're
see-
empathetic.
Oh man, it just makes me feel really, really bad. I can't.
Yeah.
Like I really like the show Game of Thrones, but literally the only way I'll watch it is if Brian has seen the episode already, and I'm like, tell me when the gross stuff happens. Like I'm that big of a because it just in that show is really good, but sometimes it gets overwhelmingly just
Yeah.
there's
Oh, yeah.
It's really
violent.
grisly.
There's
Yeah.
certainly
It's
parts
so
where I've been like,
explicit.
oh no, thanks.
Yeah,
It just kind of messes me up. So I'm like, the only way I can actually enjoy that show is if somebody's there to like buffer the, or I'll read the Wikipedia and Brian, my boyfriend, will be like, "Why don't tell me anything?" And I'm like, "I'm not doing it to spoil it for you. I'm doing it so I can like sit through
Yeah.
this because otherwise I can't do it."
Yeah.
And I know that sounds absurd, but it's just like,
No, it makes sense.
so gross. Some of it is just, it's a really well done show, but some of it I'm just like, I can't. It's too unnecessary at this point.
I mean, when it comes to scary stuff, I tend to like more kind of supernatural scary stuff than
I like
violence.
mysteries.
Yeah.
Mysteries are fun. But not when they're full of icky, icky stuff.
Oh, that is much more green than I expected it to be. You know what? I haven't seen enough undo states. And I'm going to remedy that right now. If I could get Photoshop to cooperate.
Oh, my dogs are awake. Get rid of the dog.
Michael, have we established that you don't have any pets?
No, not currently.
Oops.
Much to my chagrin.
Maybe someday.
When I don't live in a rented apartment or unit, rather.
Is that like no rented units over there will allow for pets?
Like we could actually have a pet here, but we just figure if we have to move, it's going to make it super difficult. It's hard enough in Melbourne to get a place, let alone trying to get a place that will allow pets. So
Right. Yeah.
we don't want to sort of screw ourselves over too much.
No, I already did, so I guess.
Yeah, but a cat's different.
Yeah. Cats are way
Oh,
easier than dogs. to
You're
find a
thinking
place.
specifically a dog. I see.
Yeah, no one wants a cat.
Aw. Cover your
What?
ears, Basil.
No. He's sleeping.
Which is weird for a cat.
It's weird for my cat. I swear to God, he never sleeps. Just goes and goes and goes. Try to do work on the computer, and he's like, "That machine, you spend too much time playing with it, not with me. So I'm gonna sit on it."
Yeah, I do get the sense that my dogs like hate my laptop.
Basil will literally try to gnaw on my phone. Like I'll hold it in my hand, and he'll be like, "Nope, chew, chew, chew on that phone."
Maybe that's like a really good influence.
Wow.
I don't know how to do a frog's face from this angle.
That's not what I want.
No, I'll come back to it.
My goodness. Oh, stop. I'm telling you something about this. I don't know. Might be time to get a new tablet sometime soon.
Yeah.
Is it giving you weird lines? Like it's just shooting a line somewhere?
And no, my hotkeys
That would be
keep
super annoying.
I'm set to the undo key, but it keeps going to a different tool. And
Oh.
It hasn't usually done that before. Like instead of just doing a step backward, it's like, here's that other tool that you've never used in your life. You wanted that, right? And I'm like, no. Ah. Big dummy. Big dumb computer.
Man. My Cintiq is just so annoying at the moment. I think it's whenever I do a hangout, I can't, like, it just every now and then it's like, here's a big thick line for no reason.
Yeah, I think that's a notorious problem.
I think it's a Windows thing as well because it didn't ever used to do it when I used it on Mac. Super annoying.
Oh my gosh. So speaking of CTN, are you guys pumped, nervous, excited? Anything?
All of the above.
I mean, I'm excited. I haven't. Yeah, I feel like I need to start seriously thinking about getting like all the logistical stuff in order, like getting my cards and things like that.
Ugh,
Oh
me
yeah,
too.
cards. I have to do that too.
I have my idea. I just need to sit and get it made.
Yeah, I realize that I'm probably not gonna have as much in my portfolio as I would have liked, but there's yeah. gonna try. I'm trying my best, but
It'll be worth it no matter what.
Yeah.
That much is a guarantee.
yeah.
At the very least, you get to hang out with us.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean,
If that's not worth the price of entry, I don't know what
no,
is.
honestly, like I'm excited to actually,
We're second best.
yeah, in case people don't know, the morning, noon, and night crew has never actually met in person. So
It's true.
we are about to in November.
Whoa.
We have never held hands. We have never.
Never.
Which is the first thing we're going to do.
It's just all hold hands and walk around.
And walk around in a big
Skip
line.
into the conference like
Yeah.
We're here, everybody.
Wizard of Oz style.
We made it, guys.
Yeah.
Hello.
And then
How
we'll be
adorable.
quickly removed.
And make a statement. Remember who we are. Those
Yeah.
weirdos.
Yeah, it's a strategy.
Yeah.
Mushrooms.
Oh man, how's Carolyn's looking? Looking pretty. Oh, they're using the pen tool again. I see.
Use the pen, yeah.
That's what I like to see. This has come together very quickly, Caroline. I'm impressed.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. Yeah, considering how it takes me ages to accomplish anything.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
man,
I
I'm
haven't
so
painted
like-
with you in a while, so I don't know what your sort of speed is like nowadays. But
Yeah.
it's a mad
Let's level
mad
up.
world.
I truly think a lot of it comes down to reference. Like if I don't have enough reference, I just kind of spin in circles and it takes me way longer.
I can't believe how long it took like for me to actually include references, just part of my process. It seems so
Oh
dumb.
yeah.
There was that
Yeah.
time where it was just like, no, I know what that looks like. No, you don't. You don't know what anything looks like.
Oops. Oh dear.
That is true. You don't know actually what anything looks like.
I don't know if you're joking, but
I was kidding.
actuality,
Yeah, I was
think that's really
kidding.
true.
It's one of those moments where I'm like, how do I feel about that? Is it true?
To an extent, like I sort of think that is true. It's like even for stuff that you take for granted, like when you look at reference, it's like you'll inevitably
Oh yeah.
see something.
You'd be like,
Nice.
oh, that's got one of those things happening.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's part of the fun. Sometimes it's fun to see like what you can just come up with out of your head when someone's like, draw this. But like if you're actually trying to learn or draw it for real, it's like, why wouldn't you have a picture of it nearby? Mushrooms, mushrooms. Oh my gosh. Ah. Somehow that got really dark. It's okay. It's okay. Da-da-da-da.
Where am I? I don't think I've actually painted anything in a long while, just quietly.
Huh? What do you mean?
Like I haven't painted, oh, except for the last time I did those value studies when we were
Oh,
had a work
yeah,
session.
yeah. You've been so busy with the 3D rendering and stuff.
I've been trying to do little exercises when I can, but I find that I haven't really sat and just like low pressure, no fun, painted something. Which is what this was all about. So cool, guys. It's working.
Is it? You don't feel that pressure?
I don't feel any pressure.
Oh, okay. Just me then.
You do?
Gotta make this look good. Gotta
You're
be
joking.
impressed.
You don't feel any pressure.
We're getting real close to our hour mark, so
Already? No way, I've barely painted anything.
Do you want to go longer, or should we like?
I'd go another
revisit?
10 minutes before I melt into a steaming puddle of Michael.
Fair enough.
Gross.
Alright, now am I going to make this look better? Oh, I know. Just quickly screen share mine while I remember. There you go. It's actually been quite good. I've completely forgotten to do it that often, so everyone will be really impressed.
Hold on. Let me.
What's happening?
Oh, that does look really good. Aw, look at that guy. What a cool dude.
Wow, you render so fast.
Yeah, you do.
It's from all that rendering that I do.
Carolyn's
Do you
really
get
got the
it?
best colors going. And mine looks like butts.
Yours looks not like butts, just quietly.
I think it looks like butts.
It
It's
looks,
coming along though.
It looks like
Oh, it's really
a
pretty.
Sydney picture. You know, so you've got one of those. You've got a very specific style.
I do. As long as it's not butts, I guess that's good.
It's not butts.
It's not butts.
Yay!
We can all agree. It is not, in fact, butts.
Love the colors, Carolyn.
Ah, thanks. Although I think I would have needed a little more kind of reference and study to get this sort of. I would like him to be a little more shadowy, being under the mushroom.
Oh, like in the shade of the mushroom.
Yeah, maybe I'll duplicate and throw like a multiply layer over or something.
No.
Hmm. What the?
Ho hum. Alright, mushrooms. You won't beat me. Both my reference have very different like lighting and colors, and I keep kind of switching back and forth, and I don't know which one to decide. I think I've committed to the left one. So. I finally started to at least, maybe it's really not that big of a deal, but I feel like I've started to branch out on different brushes lately. So that's exciting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I used to really just use that one Goro brush for like start to finish.
Right.
Which is
Now
kind of
I'm
impressive,
like-
really.
Well,
Do
I think
you,
it is sort of a hindrance at times. Being
Are
stubborn.
you using more kind of textured brushes or smoother?
I'm using more like of a round brush now for some of the like what I'm using right now. I don't know what brush this is. I think it was from Chris's like mega pack or whatever.
Yeah.
Chunky round 20.
Oh, that doesn't sound familiar.
I really like it because it's got a bit of a texture to it, but you can only see it if you like really blow it up large. So it's still got enough of a tooth on it that I feel like it's not just the smooth. For some reason, I never use that brush, just the smooth round like default Photoshop brush. I just don't ever use it. I don't ever want to use it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
It's just not. For some reason, if there's no texture at all, it feels. I get frustrated.
It's
I don't have any reason for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that my stuff could be, it could certainly stand more texture, but it's not so much the smoothness that I, I actually like smooth stuff if it looks kind of like, I don't know. Like there's like Goro, actually, no, I can't share it. It's just my Photoshop window. That's anyway. Like there's like a certain quality to some of Goro Fujita's work that it feels like it has that like oil painty, like wet smoothness to it that I
Yeah.
really like.
Yeah.
So that's nice with brushes that don't really have much texture to it. But what I do tend to avoid is I have a hard time working with perfectly round brushes. Like
Yeah.
I have a really hard time with the Carlson brush. Like I don't really know how to use it well. I feel like you can always see the contour of the edge of the brush, like that roundness. So I have a hard time with it.
Yeah, it's funny because
Just
some people
me.
make like the most beautiful textured looking paintings with just the hard round like default Photoshop or the Carlson
Yeah.
brush.
I mean,
And I'm
that's
like, how?
yeah, I would have no idea how to do that.
I need a crutch. I need a texture built in. Ah, yes, much better. That's still what I wanted. I'm closer to it.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm having fun. I guess really I'm playing around with more textured brushes lately. Like this
Yeah.
nice little splattery thing. I really like that for sort of like a gradient variation.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm not using it now, but super into the Dice Tsutsumi's Dam Keeper brush.
I'm trying to get more comfortable with that one. I think it's
I like it.
a pressure sensitivity issue with my tablet because I have to push really hard to get that one to do what I want
you
it
need
to.
you need to set it. So you have to go into the brush settings to get it to go a little bit softer. Because I was the same. I was like pushing my tablet over to get it to do
I
something.
was like feeling like I was gonna break it, and I was like, "What is going on?" I know I'm a heavy-handed, like no matter what with drawing, like on the tablet or with just pencil and paper. But I was like, "This feels a little unsafe for my equipment."
Yeah, I actually the settings for my tablet are probably really weird because I have a really really light touch when I paint. So yeah, it's like the pressure sensitivity is like probably way off for a lot of people. But
Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god.
Ooh.
Yeah. Stupid undo. Yeah, my hotkeys are bugging out. Whatever. This is for fun. We're not. Just no pressure. That just makes me mad.
Let's see. Whoa. That's not what I meant to do. Someone should say something super interesting right now.
That's a problem. I can't paint and talk at the same time.
Yeah, how do people do that? It's like fighting my brain for that attention.
I've got to concentrate as much as possible. I mean, and that's the problem. Like, you never actually are talking when you're painting, unless you're a weirdo, I guess, and just talk to yourself. So it's kind of unusual to have, like, I just usually sit in either complete silence or with some music on.
Right.
I tend to do podcasts.
You know
all the
what?
time.
For some reason, lately, I'm having a hard time painting with yeah, and listening to podcasts. Like I feel like I start engaging in the podcast too much, and I kind of zone out from the painting, and I just go on autopilot. So
Yeah.
lately, it's mostly been music for me. Maybe I will go back to podcasts, but just for some reason, just my head's not in the right spot for it lately.
I'm sure I'm guilty of doing just that at certain times, but
Hmm.
I find that with music, I don't know, like I'm back and forth. Some days I can get really into it and I'll get into a really good flow, and other days I'm like I need a human like presence or like which
Yeah.
sounds really sad, but it's like I need the sense
No,
of a human being nearby.
why? Why, oh, why is this happening? I don't understand it. Weird.
I think that I can safely say this is the best mushroom painting I've ever done.
I can safely say this is the only mushroom painting I've ever done.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I suppose that's true for me too. I'm sure I've drawn mushrooms, like scribbles and.
I don't know that they've ever been the focus of any of my paintings before.
Let's see. Don't quite know how I want to do this rain.
Kind of jumping all over on the focus of this. Like I'm on the mushrooms, and then I decide I'm going to go back to the bark. Oh no.
Oops. This is the problem with using with using several different pieces of software at a time, is that you get used to the hotkeys for one, and then you completely forget
Yeah.
how to use
Oh,
all
yeah.
the rest. Like
You're
I'm
telling me about that.
currently struggling with.
Well, that's not a problem for me because I use Photoshop pretty
Yeah.
much. So.
I'm Photoshop and After Effects, and they don't really share a lot of key shortcuts.
Yeah, they're
I'm
they're a
aware.
lot closer than the ones I use. Jeez, give me Photoshop and
It's because
After
you're
Effects
crazy
and
and
need
you use 3D. It's your fault.
yeah, I know. Nothing uses the same keys in 3D. It's so ridiculous. It's like,
Which is weird. You'd think there'd be a little bit of a.
you think they'd just agree and be like, okay, guys, the move tool should always be W,
Right, right.
but it's not. It's always like whatever the hell it wants to be. Where is that layer gone?
Is the move tool actually W for something? Because
Yep.
W is
W is the
For
move
what?
for ZBrush and for Maya,
oh, interesting.
because the top Q, W, E, and R are your main modifying keys.
Hmm.
So you've got like Q is cursor, W is move, E is resize or rotate, and R is resize or rotate depending on the program you're using.
Hmm.
Fascinating, I know.
Learning.
That'll be helpful to somebody.
Yep.
All right, let's see.
I think we're getting close to cutoff.
All right.
I suppose. It's amazing, and I know this is kind of a dumb thing, I guess, to point out, but how different all of ours are already. We all live in very different directions.
We sure did. Well, let's start with Carolyn, because she's on the leftmost of my screen.
Oh no, ugh. I want to throw some more colors in here.
Okay,
but
let's start with Sydney. Are you close enough to
Yeah.
being where you
Go
want to
for
be?
thank
it.
you.
Am I
Okay.
allowed to keep working still?
Yeah, sure. Can you just bring it into the center of your screen?
Oh yeah. Whoops.
This is Sydney's piece. Do you want to talk about it a little bit?
See, that was very Bob Ross of you, actually.
Yeah, you don't even
Without
know.
even knowing it, yeah.
Maybe I'm a reincarnation.
Oh my
Very
gosh.
possibly.
When did he die?
I don't know. Is he dead? No.
Is he died?
Here he is.
Might be. Yeah.
He
when
did. He
die?
did.
He did. Oh, that's so sad.
I don't know when though. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Must have been in like the early 2000s or something.
Maybe I'll be surprised.
Hmm.
Bob Ross death is like the first thing that comes up when you Google him.
Oh, wow, that's not nice.
He died on July 4th, 1995.
95.
What a man.
Well,
On
rest in peace. Yeah.
America Day. So makes
A
sense.
New Zealand expat named Michael Rue learned about you today. So.
And his show was called The Joy of Painting, in case you ever need to go watch
Or
it.
what? Yeah.
And what a joyous show it sounded as though it was.
It was.
It really was. Oh, Bob Ross. But anyway,
Yeah.
yay, thank you for looking at my painting, guys.
Are you planning on taking it any further off screen?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty loose, obviously. It's really not that tight. It's more about just trying to get like the idea of the shapes in there. But yeah, I think I'll keep playing with it. Probably add some sort of critter in there at some point.
Cool, man.
Otherwise, it was just a good study. So
Yeah.
thanks for the weird topic.
I don't know why I picked it, but it worked out. I thought it's sort of thought it would be like you said, it would be a good thing to do to see what everyone came up with, and we all came up with wildly different things.
Yeah, I think mine was really the most like study of the three.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, last night I was like tossing and turning. I was like, oh, what am I gonna paint for the mushroom thing? Yeah.
Well, I was trying to think about it too. That's so funny, but I like literally, I was like, I don't know. So I just was like, I guess it'll just be a study.
Well, that was a good idea, and you know, everyone could do to have more study in their lives. I know I certainly could.
Mm.
All right. Well, thanks for showing us that, Sydney. I'm going to move on to Carolyn now.
All right.
How's that
so
impression, by the way? I don't even know what I'm doing.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad for not knowing who you're talking about.
Excellent.
Yeah, so because I get obsessive about things, I probably am going to continue with this and actually make it a little more solid. But yeah, so the idea for this was to have a little frog dude spinning around, Fred Astaire like. And yeah, I would like to get more kind of texture in there. The gills on the underside of the cap. And should probably get some sort of ground in there, but yeah, it was a good prompt. It was fun.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm excited to see you finish it.
Yeah, that'll look great when it's all done.
Thanks, guys.
For Rizzle.
Michael?
And, yeah, mine. Well, this is a guy that has got glasses on and is also a mushroom for some reason. Don't ask me why.
Cool dude. Look at that guy.
Apparently I was on some sort of 80s trip where I thought you should put sunglasses on small Coke-sized things.
He's probably poisonous.
Probably is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm really out of practice, just quietly at painting. But
You still got like a ton done. I'm still amazed. You both are so fast. I'm like the most slow. Even for a study's supposed to be like quick, and I'm just like derp.
Well, you did spend a lot more time researching than we did. I think you probably got 45 minutes of painting done.
I thought you were going to say, I think you probably spent 45 minutes looking for...
I don't know, did you? I wasn't paying too much attention.
No, I don't know, but I did spend a long time.
Anyway, so that's my silly You know, next time what I'm going to do is I'm just going to 3D model something. I'll be a lot better at that.
Oh, what?
Is that cheating?
Yeah. This is about painting.
I probably should just actually paint more and not be so crap, but You know, like it. Yeah, I'm always like I should paint, and then I start using Maya.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah, you gotta
painting.
force yourself to do it.
Yeah.
You go to your comfort place.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, because I'd imagine that they definitely inform each
Oh,
other.
they certainly do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially.
I mean, I think that's clear in your rendering. I mean, you're way faster at it because I don't know. I think spending the time doing that stuff in Maya probably really does translate, or whatever program you're using these days, ZBrush.
Everything, all of the programs.
Yeah.
Well, that yawn means that it is 11 p.m. on Saturday night,
Right.
and as cool as I am, I'm going to bed. So,
man.
thanks to everyone that's watching, and thanks to Carolyn, and thanks to Sydney for painting
Ooh.
on camera.
What?
Do you want to do more
Yeah.
of these in the future, do you think? Or
I
is
would like to. It's
First
fun.
and last one.
No, let's do more. It's fun.
And honestly, I kind of enjoy the idea of a really random, like something I'd never think to choose. Should we think of a prompt for next week on the spot?
Maybe we should put it out to anyone that happens to watch this to give us prompts. Just leave a prompt. And then if you leave a prompt, we'll eventually read and be like, yeah, we'll do that one next. Just write it in the comments on YouTube. That's a thing that you can do, right? On YouTube?
That is
Yeah.
something that people can do, yeah.
Hey, do
If
that.
no one leaves a comment, I have an idea.
Oh, good.
So-
Well, maybe you can. I picked this one, so you can pick the next one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and thank you, Sydney. Obviously, I don't think I said a thank you to Sydney. I said thank you to Caroline. I didn't want to leave you
I'm
out.
pretty
Oh,
sure
you
you did.
said thank you, Sydney.
I'll take another
Okay.
one though.
Well, there
I
you
think
get.
it's double thanks.
You get two.
Yeah.
She should get double thanks because this was her idea. So
It was her idea. So
double thanks.
yeah. So it's been fun. If you liked watching this video, of course, you should totally click the like button or click the subscribe button.
Yeah.
Carolyn would really appreciate it, wouldn't you?
I so would.
Yeah. And Sydney
I
would
would.
be somewhat appeased by you doing that.
Yeah.
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 And I would be apathetic to the whole scenario.
Michael's one tough nut to crack, you guys. Just
Really is.
don't worry.
You have to like a lot of videos before I care.
Signature Michael snark.
Yeah.
And that.
But it's been super fun, so we'll do these in the future. If you liked it, totally let us know what you want to see us paint, and we'll try and do it. Hopefully it's nothing disgusting like a severed foot. How about that?
Wow.
Severed foot. Was that your thing for
Well,
next time?
it is Halloween month.
Yes.
It is Halloween. Maybe we should do something Halloweeny before the end of the month.
Weenie, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to stop
Time
this
to go
from
to-
going on for the rest of
I need
forever.
coffee.
Wait, you should show. I just added some more texture and you should show it.
It's on this. It's actually on the screen already. I was actually watching
Oh.
you do it.
All right,
So
fair enough.
there you go.
Good, because the good people needed to see that I did that.
Yeah.
so.
We'll actually put these in the Tumblr when they're finished more.
I feel proud of them.
Yeah, I'd like to work on it a bit more.
I'd like to
Anyway,
work on it for
great.
hours more, but yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Michael needs to go to bed.
I need to go to bed. You guys need to start your day.
Need a coffee.
You need a coffee. I'm looking forward to coffee in the morning. Everyone
Mhm.
wins. Yeah, so we will catch you later.
Hey, bye.
Woo! Have a good one, everybody. Friday.